So, just like I was saying, Stefon Diggs is outside digging again, according to sources and some receipts that we had received along with the entire internet, okay? And so over the weekend, apparently he had attended the Cowboy Carter concert, okay? And he was attending the concert with a few ladies, okay? And so one main lady happened to be a woman who was apparently out here running her mouth.
Y'all better buckle up, because the internet just got shook again. Tasha K has stormed back into the spotlight with some explosive claims about Stefon Diggs, and trust me, the timing could not be messier. This all blew up right after Cardi B and JT went viral, arguing over whose man was hiding the juiciest secrets. But according to the latest whispers online, this drama runs way deeper than just internet shade. Rumors are flying that Stefon has allegedly been living a double life, keeping private relationships with several light-skinned men on the low. Now, one man, Chris Griffith, has stepped up, saying he's ready to spill everything he knows. And Chris isn't the only name popping up. Jaguar Wright claims multiple men have quietly reached out to her with similar stories about Stefon. According to Jaguar, the pattern is chillingly consistent. Same type of men, same secrecy, and the same fear of speaking out. If any of that is even half true, it points to a much bigger story lurking under the surface. Jaguar even hinted that Stefon's relationship with Cardi may have been more strategic than romantic, suggesting it was meant to silence rumors about his private life. But apparently, things went sideways when Cardi got emotionally involved, and the relationship took a turn neither expected. Suddenly, there were pregnancy rumors, messy timelines, and questions that nobody in their camp seems willing to answer. The whole controversy actually traces back to October last year, when Chris posted footage online showing Diggs' brother and several associates confronting him in an elevator. At first, it looked like a random altercation, but Chris claims it was far more personal. According to him, it all went down after he rejected advances from Stefon while working as a stylist. Chris says the encounter escalated because he refused to participate in what he describes as a private freak-off situation. And in his words, everything that followed was meant to intimidate him into
even though she's single, Stefon Diggs is still hers, okay? And she actually put these in posts and stuff like that. And so in the pictures that you are about to see of Stefon Diggs and this woman, apparently she's on the private jet. It's her and her girlfriends. She was allegedly there for Stefon. There was no other dudes but security with Stefon. Apparently he doesn't travel with dudes during the day. He only travels with them at night. According to court documents.
Praise the Lord, because after everything went down, I realized something chilling. I had stumbled onto a secret Stefon never wanted anyone to uncover, and the moment he realized I knew, the energy completely shifted. Weeks went by after his failed attempt to involve me in something I've never entertained and never will. That's when Derez, his half-brother, suddenly reappeared. By that time, he already knew I was no longer close with Stefon. And let's be real, the man was desperate, broke, juggling 3 kids, and barely getting support from a brother he barely knew growing up. He saw the distance forming between me and Stefon and decided it was the perfect opening. His plan? Hit my apartment and clean it out. My Chrome Hearts collection alone, worth a fortune. Jackets with over 100 crosses, rare bags, pieces collectors dream about. The moment I stepped off the elevator that day, the first thing he said was, "So what's up with all that chrome?" That's when I knew something wasn't right. He had 2 guys with him, and none of them cared about the cameras. It felt like more than a robbery, like they wanted silence. The goal wasn't just stealing my valuables, but making sure I stayed quiet about what I knew regarding the NFL star hiding behind that clean public image. They expected to leave my place stripped bare, thinking fear would shut me up. But the real story runs deeper than what people online are saying. Everyone wants to frame it as simple theft, but that ignores the darker claim I've been making all along, that I was drugged and put in a situation I never agreed to. I've lived my life as a straight man, period. No experiments, no secret lifestyle, and unlike others in this mess, I stand on that without hesitation. Truth doesn't need hype to survive. It eventually comes out, and when it does, the receipts speak for themselves. Meanwhile, people online keep acting like they know my life better than I do. And funny enough, this isn't the first time Stefon's name has been dragged into these whispers. Offset even threw shade months ago, hinting at rumors already floating around. Tension exploded again recently when Cardi and JT went at it online over whose man supposedly has more secrets. Cardi fired the first shot on her track Magnet, accusing JT of dealing with a man living a double life. The line was sharp, but it opened the door for JT to swing back, and she did not hold back. Everyone knows the Lil Uzi rumors mostly come from his bold fashion choices, not actual allegations. But Stefon's situation is different. The claims connected to him involve a serious lawsuit, which makes this conversation heavier than typical celebrity gossip. When Cardi made that jab, it gave JT the perfect opening to remind the internet about the allegations tied to Stefon and Chris. JT even referenced Chris's interview with Tasha K, where he described what allegedly happened during a disturbing encounter. According to Chris, he was given a jelly bean he believes had been tampered with. As the effects hit, he claimed Stefon began invading his personal space, touching him without consent.
Making a pass at you.
Right.
Like, how did that go?
We used to do dumb things like when we went to the strip club, we would take the jelly beans, swap the bag out. We put them in the Skittles. He's offering me candy. I'm really thinking it's on something like, man, you trying to play with me? Nah, I don't want to do that. Because we've done it before. But now it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, give me a piece. So he gives me a piece of the candy. And what happened to me after that was not what would have occurred if I ate Hershey's, I'll tell you that.
What do you think it was?
I mean, from the side effects of what I felt, I would say maybe in the realm of like ecstasy infused.
So you were aroused?
I was definitely stimulated in ways that I'd never been stimulated before. My skin was sensitive to the touch. My eyes are blue. My pupils were so big, my eyes looked black. And I really couldn't explain why I felt that way. My sex drive was through the roof, and I'm trying to really pinpoint what did I do? Shortly thereafter, we ended up in the car, 2-seater Porsche, just us. And I say that to say it's not a lot of space. He's talking to me about all the girls that he got in the house. Now, mind you, I was just at the house earlier, so it is a boatload of girls at the house. It's Spanish.
But he only left with you.
He left with me, but at the house, it might be 20 girls.
And you said they were all Spanish?
Spanish girls that barely even spoke English. I don't know if he's shipping them in, shipping them out. I don't know. I can't spit. I don't know. So he pulls his thing out and just starts doing his thing. And as he's doing his thing, I'm like, yo, bro, settle down. Like, what the fuck? You that horny? Like, you can't get yourself together till you get in the house? And as he's touching on himself and feeling on himself and like talking through what he's about to do when he walk in the house and how pretty much basically saying how horny and sexually stimulated he is in like street lingo. Pulls his man out, starts to play with himself, and I'm telling him, yo, bro, keep your composure. I'm trying to laugh it off because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you put that up? Like, what are you doing? And he reach over to me like, man, come on. And he got his thing in his hand. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And he trying to like laugh, and I put that shit up. And he put it up. We get out the car. As we're walking, it's very uncomfortable to talk about. As we're walking toward the door, he put his arm around me and he said, man, come to my room. And he put his, put his tongue in my ear, like doing some weird shit. Walk into the house, spiral staircase leads directly to his bedroom. He goes up the staircase, I make a right. It's a very long hallway. I speed walk down this hallway, damn near run down this hallway, but not like I'm running for my life. I'm trying to keep things low. I go to the bathroom, I'm trying to process my way out. How the fuck do I get out of here? Clearly this is an overstepping boundary. I've never seen him in this light before, but I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, man, you just gonna have to go out here and...
The situation just kept spiraling, louder, messier, and honestly more uncomfortable for anyone watching it unfold. One viral reaction really summed up what a lot of people online were thinking. If these allegations involve a man claiming he was violated, this isn't the kind of thing you can just brush off like normal celebrity gossip. According to that perspective, Chris deserved to be taken seriously, not because of how someone dresses or acts, but because he was publicly claiming something serious happened to him. Supporters argued the real issue wasn't sexuality at all, it was whether claims of mistreatment were being ignored. That's when Cardi stepped in and shut the narrative down completely. She denied every accusation circulating about Stefon and dismissed Chris's story outright. In her response, she pointed out that Chris had been caught lying in the past and framed the whole situation as another attempt to drag famous names into drama. Cardi also reminded people that Chris had previously made claims involving boxer Gervonta Davis that later became inconsistent, his story changing multiple times. But she didn't stop there. Instead of just defending Stefon, she fired back at JT directly. Cardi accused JT of having her own complicated relationship issues with Lil Uzi, alleging JT had faced pressure in the past around pregnancies because Uzi wasn't ready for children. That clapback instantly shifted the focus from Stefon's allegations to a completely different set of personal accusations between the two rappers. Cardi doubled down, claiming Chris only started speaking out after allegedly getting caught stealing and trying to flip the narrative to avoid consequences. She said there were receipts to prove that version of events, suggesting the public was being manipulated by selective storytelling. Then things got even more personal. Cardi hinted at private conversations and audio recordings involving people close to JT that could paint a very different picture if released. She also referenced court proceedings and past frustrations tied to relationships and loyalty in the industry.
This rat is right. This supposed to be a mother brim, and she threatening to snitch on some motherfucking body because she don't have anything to say about it. That was a loser. Wait, no, I got two things to say. So then she said, I'm gonna tell everybody nation what you said, what he said. No, not just that. The trying to spread fake tea about when she stood her illiterate in front of millions of people and said she stand for pro-choice. Drops bomb. I can't take the dumb serious. I can't take the show me typing those messages, or I'm calling the police on your ass for defamation of character because I'm sick of it.
Cardi then went live on IG, threatening to drop private content between JT and Uzi if JT didn't stop talking about her man's sexuality. And trust me, I've got receipts. Nasty ones. I even got some ashy nudes too. JT didn't hold back on the clapback. She reminded everyone that there's footage of Cardi from her dancer days, completely naked, doing the absolute most, even using foreign objects on camera. And honestly, JT hit hard with that one, because let's be real, Cardi is the last person who should be clowning anyone over explicit content when her own clips are still floating all over the internet. The math just doesn't add.
I bet it ain't no glass object up my I bet it ain't no room full of and Scripper. Get your crazy on stripper talk about somebody's foods.
Right when it looked like the online chaos couldn't get any bigger, another voice suddenly jumped into the storm, and nobody saw it coming. Jaguar Wright had been watching the whole situation unfold and decided to throw herself straight into the middle of the drama. What shocked people even more, the target of her rant. Anyone who follows Jaguar knows she's never been a JT fan, so the internet assumed she'd stay quiet or even side with the usual narrative. Instead, she flipped the script and went after Cardi directly. Jaguar didn't hold back. She launched a fiery rant claiming Cardi should remember exactly how she got her foot in the industry. According to Jaguar, Cardi owes much of her early momentum to Offset and the exposure that came from being tied to Migos. That relationship, Jaguar says, helped push Cardi into spaces she might not have reached so quickly on her own. Seeing Cardi throwing shade at other people's relationships didn't sit right with her at all. But Jaguar didn't stop there. She pivoted back to Stefon Diggs and the rumors surrounding him.
She doubled down on the claims circulating online, insisting the NFL star has allegedly been living a double life for years. According to her, his public relationships with women are just for show, meant to quiet speculation and protect his reputation. Behind closed doors, the
Think Cardi B for spousal support?
Yeah. Absolutely. I hope he gets paid. I do. I mean, why not? She used him and his family to become somebody, and now she's trying to make fools out of all of them. Like, she don't know that the reason why she can't put together no real album is because Takeoff is dead, because they was, he was the writing machine for the whole family. And the Migos, they put her on, you know what I'm saying? And if she want to go and run off and act like she don't owe these people nothing, this is a stripper going wild.
Is Cardi being petty for getting Offset's favorite player? Getting with Offset's favorite player?
Yeah. And the truth is I don't even believe that thing is real. And not because of the whole BBL thing. He's like going the Shannon Sharp way of proving his machismo, and that don't look good. Like, everybody says that he smashes way too many women. He's got multiple women pregnant at one time. He can't seem to really settle down with anybody. And usually when handsome men spend all of their time trying to prove that they're that virile, it's because...
But Jaguar didn't stop there. She went even further, accusing Stefon of allegedly forcing himself on light-skinned men and then sending his goons to intimidate them into silence, just like she claims happened with Chris. And hold up, we're still not...
Out. I tell him to pack it up. We get ourselves together. We get out the car. I'm trying to laugh it off out of awkwardness, that and the third. As we walk into the house, he put his arm around me. When he put his arm around me, he stuck his tongue in my ear. So I'm gonna come to my room.
Hold on now. Time out. Why did you?
That's why I paused.
Like, why didn't you tell him when he got his cock out in a Porsche? You should have said, "Relax, Damon. I'm a."
And just when you think this story couldn't spiral any further, the internet did what it always does. It split right down the middle. Some people started mocking the situation, turning the entire controversy into memes and savage one-liners. One viral comment joked, "Diggs said, 'Man, I'm digging you. Now how about you let me dig in you?'" Another user poured gasoline on the fire, pointing out that Diggs' flashy fashion and bold style had already made people side-eye him long before these allegations went viral. The comment sections turned into an absolute battlefield overnight. But behind all the jokes and messy reactions, there's a much darker question hanging over this. These aren't just random rumors floating around Twitter. We're talking about serious accusations that could ruin careers, reputations, and lives, whether they're proven true or false. Chris says he has receipts. Cardi says he's lying. Jaguar claims multiple people with similar stories are waiting in the shadows. Meanwhile, Stefon Diggs himself has stayed mostly silent, while the internet tears his name apart piece by piece. And that silence? It's only making the speculation louder. Here's the thing about scandals like this. The longer the truth stays hidden, the bigger and more dangerous the rumors become. Every day, new clips resurface, old tweets get dug up, and people start connecting dots that may or may not even exist. What began as a single allegation has now erupted into a full-blown celebrity war. Rappers, athletes, insiders, and whistleblowers all shouting different versions of the truth. So now the real question is simple. Is this a massive lie that spun out of control, or the start of a story that hasn't fully exploded yet? Either way, the internet is watching closely. I want to hear from you. What do you think really happened here? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And before you go, make sure to check out the next video,